Okay, so now that we have that, we actually have right in here the function that we're looking for, the limit. So now if we apply the limit to each one of those sections, then that would give us the limit of negative x as x approaches 0 is less than or equal to the limit of x cosine of x as x approaches 0. Oops, should have given that a little more room. Which is less than or equal to the limit of x as x approaches 0. Okay. Now the 2 on the end, we can just plug in the x. Plug in the 0. So if we just plug in the 0 here, the limit of 0, well, negative 0, same thing, is just 0. Is less than or equal to the limit of x cosine x as x approaches 0, which is less than or equal to the limit of 0 is just 0. Okay. So if the limit on the left is 0, or the limit below it is 0, and the limit above it is 0, that means it has to have a limit of 0. So by the squeeze theorem, the limit of x cosine of x as x approaches 0 equals 0. Okay, we'll do B on another sheet. Oh, sorry about that. All right. So any questions? Yes?
So I'm assuming if we see this on like a test or something, they'll say use the squeeze theorem, or no?
Probably not. Sometimes it'll just say find the limit. But if ever you see anything multiplied by either cosine or sine, then you know, okay, well, I'll just have to use that. Unless you can just plug it right in. With this one, you could have just plugged in 0 and you would have been fine. But for the next one, you won't be able to plug in 0. All right. Any other questions on this one? Yes.
So why did you go back to, why did you do the -1 and like, that's what I'm trying to understand, is why you did the first part.
Oh, because we wanted to find something that was less than x cosine of x and greater than x cosine of x. Because you remember, for the squeeze theorem, you had to find a function greater than and less than. Here, so we had to start off somewhere. So this is what we knew automatically coming in. Okay. A cosine is between -1 and 1. Okay. So all we had to do was multiply each one of those segments by x, and we had our limit that we started with. So we had our x cosine x. So we just wanted to turn this into that.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know the first part's a rule,
Mm-hmm.
and then we want to turn it into what we had.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So it's the same thing with sine x. Yes.
And that rule was the always between -1 and 1. That rule is derived from the trig circle, is it?
Yep. If you think of the trig, the unit circle,
Right.
if you notice all those values are between -1 and 1.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you by any chance
Hmm?
pronounce that trig circle?
I actually do, if you want. Let me make a quick note, because I have the book in there, and I can not print up a copy, but